So we had the Atlanta Hawks against the Chicago Bulls in, an important matchup with the Bulls. Can secure the play-in, at least, at worst, right? They can secure the play-in spot with a win here, while the Hawks are fighting off the Toronto Raptors, who just keep being at the same record as the Hawks the whole last week or so, 2 weeks or so. And they started off really great. It was Bogdanovic early on, and some incredible performance from him. And just offensively, they were insane. Sadiq Bey continues his great play for the Hawks as he's been hooping. But of course, the Bulls have some fight in them, and they keep fighting as they make it a 9-point game here with Patrick Williams tip dunking it. But of course, Bogdanovic. As he started, he finished, and he was on one. The Bogdanovic guys are just too good, man. But that was one hell of a shot. But this was the play of the night with Jalen Johnson getting the steal and getting the breakaway and one dunk. He was spectacular. Probably his best game of the season. He stepped up massively as the Hawks were without Trae Young tonight, which somewhat, they had more size at least on tonight. DeJounte closes it out here as he made every bucket that he needed to close out these Bulls. And the Hawks get a huge win here as they stay ahead of the Raptors despite having the same record because they have the tiebreaker, of course. They keep fighting them off as the Raptors keep pushing on and keep the pace up with the Hawks. And what a performance from Bogdanovic with 26 points. He started in place of Trae Young. DeJounte Murray didn't overforce things. He played really well, 17 and 9, 7 of 13. Still, the defense is really weird from DeJounte Murray. It feels like he has gotten a little worse this year on defense. And he was getting blown by Zach LaVine the whole night. But, hey, sometimes you even have an off night defensively, right? Sadiq Bey with 18, 4 and 4, special night from him. And shout out to the bench guys. Onyeka Okongwu and Jalen Johnson, spectacular nights from both of them. I just really like this future for the Hawks. These young guys that they have seem just really nice. And they have the time to develop now, so hopefully they can keep getting better. And shout out with krejčí getting points and minutes in the blowout as the Raptors, like I said, keep fighting against these Hawks. They are tied. Both have won 2 games in a row. 3 games to go. It will be interesting if the Hawks can hold on to this 8th seed because it's huge. It's a huge difference between, of course, having 2 games to make the playoffs while having, to win both games, of course. You understand me, surely. While the Bulls, even though they lost, they lock up the play-in spot thanks to the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Magic losing. So the Bulls can celebrate even though they got destroyed today. It was really rough. Shout out Patrick Williams, he looked really good. That was great to see, and otherwise there's not much more to say. Defense wasn't great tonight. Some solid offensive performances from the star guys. Couldn't hit the free ball at all, which was a huge problem. And they got destroyed on the board, so not much more to say here, but they will play in the play-in, whether it's Atlanta again in Atlanta or the Raptors in Toronto. We'll have to wait and see. They still could technically catch them, but I think that's very unlikely. And I'm pretty sure they don't have tiebreakers anyway.